Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents the latest installment of the Brass Bonanza series. Today we have Hartford traveling to Boston on January 16, 1982 in game time, and you see the recording date there. An early Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. I'm Big Paulie, and if you are an FHM fan, like I am, although sometimes I screw up on the acronym, FHM 7 is coming out December 16th. We will finish this season in FHM 6, and then hopefully I can get my hands on FHM 7 real quick so we can continue the series. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to continue this Brass Bonanza series in FHM 7 or I'll have to start a new series. If I do have to start a new series, we would probably go back and play some games from, I'm thinking about going back to the 45-46 NFL season and do some old-time hockey. Like 45-46 would be right before Gordie Howe. And some of the flashier players like go back to like World War II era hockey and do that. But that is if I cannot continue the Hartford Whalers series. If I can continue it in FHM 7, then that's what we will do. But FHM 7, from what I'm hearing, it's looking real good. And they are one thing I was requesting that they do is beef up the animation, and from what I have seen in the trailers, they are doing exactly that. So at some point we will get into FHM 7. I may not be able to get into it right away, so hopefully Santa Claus will be good to me this Christmas. Hint, hint. I'm just kidding, folks. So it's Hartford and Boston today. The woes have been continuing for the Whalers. We're 10 points out of the playoffs, and we're the last place team in the league still. So we'll play this game, and then we will get to show you what's been going on in the league. Mark Howe and Ray Bork are the headline players. Bork, 13 goals, 34 assists for 47 points. This is January 16, 1982. So Hartford has been consistently getting their butts kicked, and if you saw last week's game, where Hartford was down 4-0 but made a great comeback and could only muster an 8-8 tie. So it's Don Proprague and Gilles Gilbert. That's the goalie matchup. And we haven't had anything happen yet in terms of the game. Shots are even 2-2. I will mute myself for a moment because I have a sneeze coming on. Well, it is that time of year, even in Florida. And there's the goal. Mike Milbury, who of course now is much more known for being a controversial hockey analyst. Assist from Dick Redmond and Keith Crowder. Time of the goal, 6 minutes 46 seconds in the opening period, and it's 1-0 in favor of Boston. Surprise, surprise, right? Hello to the Digital to Dice crew. They were talking last night as I'm recording this now, which was December 5th, about the difficulties of FHM 6. Looking forward to FHM 7 coming out. And there's the equalizer. Staunton, assist from Peterson and Howe, and we're dead even at 1-1. Bit of a neighborhood battle between Hartford and Boston. These two teams not too far away from each other. Of course, Boston, one of the original six, along with Detroit, Chicago, the Rangers, Toronto, and Montreal. Tripping by Elorenta of Boston, so Hartford on the power play. About 2/3 of the way through the first period. Shots are even. This is back in the era where, offense was the order of the day, and teams would try to finesse each other. Looking at the tactics here. Okay. That's kind of an interesting screen, and not really something I pay a lot of attention to. So FHM 7 coming out, it's going to have animation in it, so you finally get that. It's not that this is a bad game, it's just that I'm kind of inexperienced with hockey outside of the Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, who don't play about 10 miles east of me here. And there's a goal for Hartford. Gordy Roberts, assist from Peterson and Poulin, and it's 2-1 in favor of Hartford. Could an upset be brewing here, fans? With 12 minutes left to go in period number 2, shots about even, 16-15 in favor of Boston. McTavish tripping a 2-minute minor. Hartford on the power play again, see if they can extend that 2-1 lead. And they can. Peterson again, 3-1 in favor of the Whalers. Having a good night here in Beantown. Gordy Roberts called for a minor. So Boston on the power play. Can they get the goal back? And they do. Brad Park, I know him. Scored that decisive goal in the Summit Series of 72. Broughton and Middleton. Look Brad Park up in Wikipedia one of these days if you're not familiar with the name. Six minutes left. As I have a bad cold, and I'm recording this at 8 in the morning, and I'm just realizing it. It's like sometimes you wake up, you have coffee, and then your nose starts going. That's exactly what's going on with me. Hartford with a scoring chance now. We'll see what happens. Controlled by Boston now, so Boston can equalize late in the second period. And there you go. Knew it was too good to last. McNabb, Cashman, and Middleton assisting, and it is 3-3 very late in the second. In fact, here comes Boston again. A little gallows humor out of me today. Middleton, McNabb, and Cashman again. 4-3 as Boston gets 2 goals in a very short span. Let's see how quick those 2 goals came. They came 10 seconds apart from each other. So the PA announcer must have been reading off who scored the 3rd goal for Boston, and then came the 4th. 4-3. And we go to the 3rd. Can Boston get 3 in a row? Or can Hartford get 1 to tie it? Nope. Right between the legs, he 5-holed Beaupre. That was El Aranta, assist from Stan Jonathan and Dick Redmond. And it is 5-3, Boston leading. With a long way to go in the 3rd still. It's 27-20 on shots in favor of Boston. Both teams have cold goalies. Beaupre not having a good night. He's given up 5 goals on 30 shots. Gilbert, 3 goals given up, 21 shots against. His rating much higher at 56.7, but neither goalie right now Really feeling it at the moment. It's 5-3, Boston leading. We're winding down towards the end of the game, and they're in 81-82 NHL. There was no 5-minute overtime. Boston with a chance to pull away a little farther, and they get it. Wayne Cashman. We have an injury first. We have Mike Rogers injured. I believe that is Hartford. And Cashman got the goal assist from Milbury. And what looked like a good night for Hartford has turned into a disaster. It's 6-3. Brad Park called for tripping. Hartford on the power play, but they need a load of goals in 3 minutes, which they probably won't get. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. And this one is over. 6-3. Boston wins. Stars of the game were Cashman, Middleton, and McNabb, all for Boston. Mike Rogers was for Hartford and was injured. Don Beaupre had a bad game for Hartford. Well, he let 6 goals in. So that would explain that. And Hartford won the last time these two teams played, 4-3. But Boston, actually, it's been pretty much even between Boston and Hartford. But not tonight. So Hartford falls to 9-31-3. We're in last place in the entire league, 21 points only. And we will show you. I'm going to play out the remainder of the games today. Read my messages. And we're going to show you the statistical leaders before we go. As things are not going good for Hartford. Gretzky, Steve Shutt of Montreal leading in goals. Gilbert Perreault of Buffalo with 57 assists. Wow. Gretzky 82 points. Shutt 207 shots. The plus minus. Danny Gare is leading that with 41. Clark, face-off percentage at 60.2. He's leading there. Shots blocked. Watson of Philly, 163. Penalty minutes, Baxter, 269. Wayne Gretzky with 18 power play goals. And shorthanded goals, Yari Curry. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7 others. 7 others with 2 shorthanded goals. The goalie leaders we'll take a look at. We hope. Paul Montier is behind Savigny of Montreal with 22 wins. Hanlon, 21 losses. Moog, 7 ties, leads the league. Goals against, 145. Hanlon of Vancouver, so he must not be a good goalie. Chico Resch at 207 in goals against average. 1,201 saves for Hanlon, so he must not be getting a lot of support from his defense. Chico Resch leading in save percentage. Eddie Mio with 3 shutouts. Now, I have Grant Fuhrer on my team, but he is not the front goalie. He is the backup goalie. Hanlon, 39 games played, and minutes played, Hanlon, 2151. In fact, let me show you the roster and see if we can locate Mr. Fuhrer. Actually, he is not on the team. Okay. Could he be on the minor league team? The Birmingham Whale, or Binghamton. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is probably the best goalie on the minor league team. So we'll show you the standings and we'll get out of here. Hartford woefully behind. 21 points. Closest team in the league to Hartford is Pittsburgh at 26. So again, we will finish the season in FHM 6, which will probably take a few more weeks. And if we continue on with this series, we would go to FHM 7. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are. And when you see this, Godspeed and God bless. We'll do it all again soon. And bye-bye for now, everybody.